What is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual, also working throughout the week. It's the Compete for Madden League Season 79 playoffs, and well, we got a good one. We're down to the Final Four, but you'll see two of the better Madden players in the world playing for cash and prizes. We got the Conference Championship game. It's going down right here live on Bally Live and Stadium Sports Network. Watch Stadium Sports app, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And we're live here from River City Gaming in Rahway, New Jersey on a Tuesday night. That means we've got the intersection of sports and gaming. We put the sports and esports live here from River City Gaming in Rahway, New Jersey. All right, we're coming inside here. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, Madden, NFL, CFB League, a little 2K Association, folks. If it's a Tuesday night, got to be talking about some football, some pro football, some National Football League. Just have to, of course, we had the scouting combine not too long ago. Now we're into free agency, that tampering window. It is open. And boy, they spent about $2 billion over like 48 hours. So things are heating up in the National Football League. And we're excited to be here in this beautiful gaming center right here. River City Gaming in Rahway, New Jersey. And that, my friends, Andrea was asking me earlier, it's not a washing machine. It's the My buddies. It's a rhythm game. That's what I was told. Those kids are really fast, man. They get into it. Also, you come to the left over there, man. You got the dancing right there. It's all here. I even caught a kid playing some Papa Shot a minute ago. But they got everything that you want here. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, noon to midnight. And then on Friday and Saturdays, noon to 2 a.m. So open 7 days a week, man. Beautiful gaming center. You can play sports games. You play also regular games. They got VR. It's all here. PS5, Xbox, PCs, everything that you want. Beautiful gaming center, open 7 days a week. River City Gaming. Shout out to our good friends here, Jarrett, and everyone here that welcome us here a couple times a month. Check them out in Rahway, right in the heart of downtown Rahway on Main Street. All right, let me go ahead and bring in my brother, my player partner, my brother from another mother. There he is. Blue 80, green 85, 52's the mic, 35's the mic. Slow. Red 10. Easy. How'd I do, Jarrett? Was that pretty good?
Any kills or checks?
Kill.
That was good. What's up, bro?
That's good, man. I see you with the Brahma hat on. What you know about the Brahmas?
Brahma Bull, WWE, throw it back. Fresh out of practice.
How'd it go, man, in practice, man?
Good. I'm just happy that 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I was in 20-degree weather in New Jersey. Now I'm sitting there in 80-degree Texas weather, getting some nice sun, so can't complain. You know?
Well, it's been great here the last couple of days. It was like 65 yesterday, like 62 today. It's been beautiful, man. Last couple of days here in Jersey. Yeah. But everything's good, man.
Tomorrow it'll probably snow.
Probably. It's gonna be like a little gloomy, back down in high 40s tomorrow. But everything good, man. UFL, everything's good. You straight? Everything's good? You feeling good about San Antonio?
Yeah, good. The team's looking really good. We got a really good defense, really good offense. Practices have been really difficult. They kind of feel like NFL practices with the amount of talent that we have on the team. So it's been cool. We've been able to get better, work on my craft, and obviously I get my Tuesday nights with you guys where I can just settle down and talk to the crew. So I'm all good. Life is balancing.
Life is good, man. Who's going to be the starting quarterback of your San Antonio Brahmas?
My confident answer would always be me, right?
Damn it, it's me. That's the answer. Damn it, it's me. QB1, right?
Absolutely.
Man, we'll keep an eye on it, man. But good luck, man. I know the UFL kicks off here in about, end of the month, right? March 30th, somewhere around there? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
Probably like 2.
Yeah, 2. I think, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Yeah. So we'll be loving to talk to you about it, man, here coming up at the end of the season. But you ready to talk some Madden and some NFL, man?
Excited. Let's get this thing rolling.
Let's roll, man. Get up out of here in about 42 minutes. All right, let's talk about the rules here. Competing for our Madden League, Season 79. Got the championship game this week. All Madden, competitive game style, head-to-head, current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 32 NFL regular teams, regs, were available. 5-minute quarter, single elimination format. Folks, you ain't got to go home, but you do. You got to get the heck up out of here. How about the prizing here? Because it's all about the shmoney. Total cash prize pool, $150 guaranteed. First place gets $100 and an NFL license zip shirt. Folks, Shout out to the good folks there. And check them out online, zipchair.com. Literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Make office furniture, sofas as well. Gaming desk, you name it. They've got all 32 NFL teams, all the NBA, MLB, NHL, MLS. They even have college and NCAA-inspired zip chairs as well. And also, if you have any custom pieces, they can take care of that for you too. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to our good friend down there, Tina Altadonna, head of marketing at zipchair.com. They've been rocking with us for about 5 years now. We love our good friends at Zipchair. Second place, $50 cash, and you run about this piece with $50. And how about the bracket here? As we take a look at the conference championship game, it's about the AFC Championship game tonight. OG2K, literally 9-time defending champ, has never lost a game in the Compete Forever Madden League. Going up against Bronco, an old head, a wily vet. We'll see if Bronco playing with the Chiefs. That is nasty. Did I just say that? Bronco playing with the Chiefs? That's weird. I don't like that at all. Pause. OG2K play with the Ravens. Should be interesting here. Watching these two young men. All right, let's take a look real quickly at the player profiles, learn a little bit more about these two players, and we'll start with the aforementioned Bronco playing with Kansas City. There he is, real name Randy Chatterton from El Paso, Texas, down there, the border town, right on the border of Mexico. He's 40 years of age, finally. He's been 39 for like 3 years, but he's 40 now. He's a private tennis coach. Madden 19 MCS Browns Club Series semifinalist, one of his highlights there. So Randy Chatterton, a.k.a. Bronco, playing tonight as well. His opponent will be the 9-time champ. There he is, the young man, OG2K. Nicholas Sirianni, no relation, of course, to Nick Sirianni, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's from Buffalo, New York, Western New York. He's 18 years of age. He is a college student, and he's a 9-time C4 Madden League champion, 7 in Madden and 2 with the college football. So 9-time champ, back to 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 back. I think that's 9. It's either 8 or 9. We'll see if someone can knock him off. But Randy Chatterton was talking pretty big a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if he can take down the champ. All right, how about the Molly Pop picks? We'll take a look at the standings here. Molly Pop picks here. Molly Pop grapes as sweet as candy, folks. Molly Pop taking the world by sweet storm with their pink bag promise. If you see that pink bag in your grocery stores, you got to understand you're getting high quality produce. Got about 20 different varieties of grapes. Got juices coming online. I've got a big package coming up here. Can't wait to show that and share that with you guys. Check them out online, mollypopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. And how about this? It's been a sweet time for me. I got a 4-game lead, it looks like, over Andrea Richmond there. No, make it, yeah, we'll call it 3-6. What is that there? Is that 3-6? How is that? That's crazy. Oh, she was, you know what? She was out one day, I think. That's what it was, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. So by my math, if it's 6-3, I got a 4.5 game lead over there. 3 in the loss column, though. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Jarrett Guarantano, there he is down there at 11-8. Let's go ahead and bring everybody in and show my girl. There she is. Peace up. A down. She is in the A town. Andrea Richmond, a.k.a. Boardy McBoards. All right, Andrew, who you got in this one? You got Ravens? Or are you going with our guy, Randy Chatterton?
Oh, still have my bracketology behind me, so I need to get in the mind of the bracket and see. Let's see. Well, obviously, I don't need to think that much deep, actually. OG has one of the best teams in the game in the Ravens, and also OG has how many of them things? 9? A whole
9 of them things.
Of chairs? Like, honestly, he lives in a house composed of chairs. Every room has a chair, or at least 2 chairs. At least that's what I choose to think right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the OG 2K, baby.
All right, Andrew. I mean, we saw that Andrew took OG 2K. Very wise choice there. All right, JG. Sometimes you do follow the old heart, man. You know what I'm saying? It's got the valves in there. It's pumping blood. You know, it's a great thing. It separates us from animals. You know what I'm saying? Are you going with your heart or your mind, brother, tonight?
I think I started this thing out like 9-2, like hot start, right? What did you say?
Hot.
11-2.
Yeah.
I might be
something like that.
I might be 2-10 in my last 12 games. So listen, no, I need to get back on the board though. So obviously, I'm gonna go with OG. I think last time I went with Bronco. You might have got me a win last time, Bronco, but I need another one. I need to start racking these wins up. So I'm going with OG on the win today.
Going to OG. I think we're gonna make it a clean sweep. I said it. I picked against OG one time. I said I won't do it again until he loses. Hey, man, if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. But I'll tell you what, Randy Chatterton, a.k.a. Bronco, he's up for the challenge. He wants to get it done. We'll see if he gets it done right here live on Valley Live, Stadium Sports Network, Watch Stadium Sports app, Twitch, YouTube, and also on Twitter. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Andrew Richmond, you'll be conducting the interview. You'll be talking to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Bronco, the private tennis coach in El Paso, Texas. OG2K, the young Thundercat in Western New York. Guys, let's lock it up right here live on Valley Live and Stadium Sports Network, and also live right here from River City Gaming. Good luck, guys. May the best man win. The winner moves on next Tuesday to the Super Bowl, guys. Good luck. Let's play it out right here live from River City Gaming. Good luck. What stadium we at? Azteca? Estadio? Oh, we're at Wembley, huh? Okay. You can see third from the bottom of the screen is OG2K playing with the Ravens. He's on defense, bottom of the screen. Randy Chatterton with the glasses on. That is Bronco playing with the Chiefs. He gets the ball first. Very important possession here as he gets started here as we start this game. All right, that first quarter brought to you by our good friends at Ultra Game. Check them out online. UltraGameShop.com. Man. Officially licensed apparel. You can get it all there. All the NFL teams, all the NBA teams. So they do NBA and NFL. So all 32 NFL teams, all 30 NBA teams. Down to earth prices. They got all the gear that you want, guys. And trust me when I tell you, they got really great pricing. Check them out online. UltraGameShop.com. Got all your streetwear, loungewear, and workout gear. Once again, shout out to our good friends, our sponsors here. Ultra Game. UltraGameShop.com. All right, we're back here live inside of River City Gaming. I hear some Ayukin down there, man. Some Street Fighter, some other games being played down there. Even saw NBA Jam and some Miss Pac-Man as well as we go ahead and get this thing started. All right, guys, let's get here and start talking about the National Football League. Of course, free agency, that window opened up. I believe that was on Monday, the tampering window, and then it really became open on Tuesday. $2.5 billion, basically in 24 to 48 hours. So we saw some good stuff there. We're going to start, of course, with Josh Allen making news over the weekend there. Of course, Josh Allen, the MVP, gets a new deal here, and he was underpaid, making $200-something million. Now he gets a 6-year deal, $330 million, $250 of that is guaranteed, and that is a record now for a National Football League player, breaking the old record by Deshaun Watson, beats it by $20 million, well-deserved. But I want to ask you this, Jarrett Guarantano. How much pressure does this put on Josh Allen now? Making all this money, second highest paid quarterback, most guarantees. Is it time to start winning and guaranteeing some dubs for Bills Mafia?
I think it definitely puts a lot of pressure on him to win the big one, right? Like, I think his winning percentage over the past couple years or his career is significantly high.
It's right. But 7-6 in the playoffs, 4 losses to Pat Mahomes. That's the problem.
It's just going into the postseason. Right now, you look at how he's prepared and how he's done in the postseason. He's played very good football. Can he get over the hurdle of beating Patrick Mahomes and a Kansas City Chiefs team that, who knows? I mean, in the AFC, like, it looks like there's a bunch of teams, a bunch of new contenders that are going to be vying for that position. But listen, I mean, like we all know, Josh Allen's probably a top 4, definitely top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. It was probably good to lock him up. Who knows what the cap's going to be next year because the money just keeps going crazy high in the NFL. So I thought it was a great decision. Obviously for him, for his sake, like, he's going to want to win. They just added a couple more pieces wide receiver wise. They added my boy Josh Palmer from Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
So be able to hopefully stretch the field with the football and be able to get that running game going. They're obviously still going to have to sign James Cook in the near future, but I think that this was a really good first step for their organization, securing him.
Andrew, your thoughts here. What do you think about Josh Allen? Now the highest paid player in the National Football League in its illustrious history here. Well-deserved, and how much pressure does this put on him?
I mean, I think the pressure talk is kind of relative. Obviously, we know that he has not been able to get over the Patrick Mahomes hump, but most quarterbacks have not, honestly. And it took a very, I guess, almost somewhat.
Well, you got Brady a couple times, and you got Hurts and Joe Burrow once.
This recent NFL, this actual recent Super Bowl in the last couple of years, unfortunately, there's only been like one Super Bowl that the AFC rep has not had like Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady in it. And unfortunately, I it's hard to judge a lot of these quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, to a team that has made it over the hump time and time again. Unfortunately, sometimes it just pans out to the fact that, hey, that guy is winning, that organization knows how to win and just figures out a way. And I feel like it's a little bit unfair, especially in rings culture, to say, oh my gosh, all the good things that he's done in his career is washed away just because he has not gotten to the big game. Besides that, though, we know that he is one of... Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as far as, okay, we get it. He's lived up to the contract. He's lived up to the billing coming out of Wyoming. Absolutely. Is it now time to finally deliver? You know what I'm saying? Close counts in horseshoes.
Yeah.
It's the National Football League.
Yesterday was the time to deliver. 2 days ago was the best time to deliver. So I guess the second best time is now, right? Obviously, you want him to deliver. And it's not to say like he hasn't played well, right? It's just that somehow, some way, the Chiefs always find a way to get over that, right? But in terms of the actual deal itself, I don't understand why more teams don't try to sign their big quarterback, especially a guy that we know is a top 3 guy, as soon as possible and extend them as soon as possible. Because we know that the cap always goes up. One of the things that I said last week, right, is that the NFL cap always goes up. And because live sports is the only thing holding on live TV, they're holding on to it by a thread. Like, that's the biggest investment. The cap is just going to continue to increase. So therefore, you're always going to have the next quarterback up, gain and break that big value level, right? So sign him as soon as possible. It allows you not only to get in while the money is its lowest, but then also have more time to play around with that cap and move things around. So, hey, maybe like 1 or 2 years, you're not spending as much money on him or his quarterback base value. So you're able to buy more picks, and then you can push that cap number down a little bit, spread it with a signing bonus, and do a lot of that cap magic and the cap massage that you want to. But like, sign him now, sign him as soon as possible, especially if you have a top 3 guy. I love this move by the Bills. It allows them to play around with it, and that's what they're going to need to do in order for him to get past this hump.
Yeah, especially, acting like the, as far as your machinations, Philadelphia Eagles, Howie Roseman has done a good job of that. A lot of upfront money, spread those cap years out, things of that nature. Real quickly, but get both of your opinions in 10 seconds. Jarrett, Guarantano, do the Buffalo Bills win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years? And I don't know. I mean, you got to pay him, but he's there to win. He's there to win. He's reached that point in his career where making it to the playoffs, divisional round, and conference championship games, that's not good enough. Andrew?
Yeah.
Who's early
You have the Chiefs, and then you have
who's early favorites?
Ravens,
in the AFC,
with
it's
the Chargers,
Chiefs and Ravens.
The NFC, what's happening with them? Jaden Daniels is not only with the Eagles as well, and Jaden Daniels. It's hard to say. So
I don't even know if they're top 5 favorite, honestly. I mean, you got Lions, Ravens, you got Washington.
Right. No, I mean, I get it.
The Bills have a lot to rebuild too with their defense. They have a lot of moving pieces with that defense. They need to
Andrew,
rebuild.
do the Bills win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years?
I'm gonna say no, but don't come at me, Bills Mafia. It's just because like the chances, the odds,
Get her, Bills Mafia. Get her. Jump off the top rope. Get her, Bills Mafia. Don't let her get away with that.
They'll definitely have a better offense this year. I think they'll have more weapons.
Yeah.
But I feel like last year they overachieved. Like, they weren't supposed to be as good as they were, and like they came out and had an amazing year. So who knows? Like, if they start adding pieces and they can shock some people like that, like they probably are favorites if they can keep playing the way that they do. I mean, we'll see what they add in free agency and how they go about it.
I still think they're a top 5, top 6 team, and they're still one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the AFC, so they can win a Super Bowl. The question is, will they? I'm with you guys. I don't know if they will in the next 2 years.
As KG says, though, anything's possible.
Anything is possible. So good luck to Josh Allen. Once again, $250 million guaranteed is a record there. The first quarter tied at 0 here. So Randy Chatterton playing pretty well for Bronco, playing with those Chiefs, and the 9-time defending champ, OG2K, playing with the Ravens. First quarter brought to you by our good friends at Black Seed Brothers. Check them out online, myhealthstation.org. Man, shout out to Tyrell and his beautiful wife, man, doing a great job there, trying to man, come up with some happiness and some great quality nutrition for everyone, man, in Harlem and New York City and throughout the region, if you will. Folks, welcome here to Harlem's sweet slice of black-seeded watermelons. Each seed is rooted in history, and we're talking about Southern history there, so shout out to those guys, me being a Southern gentleman myself. It's packed with health and filled with happiness. And Black Seed Brothers, they bring in the community their favorite natural Southern sweets with their health stations on wheels. You can check them out there, those health stations on wheels, on 139th Street and Lenox Avenue, and they're open 24 hours a day. So check them out online, myhealthstation.org. Man, those juices are really good. Shout out to Terrell and everyone doing a great job with Black Seed Brothers. All right, that first quarter brought to you by our good friends at Black Seed Brothers. All right, we're back here live at River City Gaming here in Rahway, New Jersey. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get set here with the second topic here. Aaron Rodgers, no deal as of us being live here on a Tuesday night here, March the 11th, at what time? 8:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are your thoughts here on Aaron Rodgers? Of course, spent the last couple of years with the Jets. We talked about it. Just 6 wins with the Jets, 5-12 last year, 28 touchdowns. Ended pretty good. If you look at his numbers, weren't pretty bad there. But there's some talk about Aaron Rodgers reportedly probably going to sign with the Steelers. Do you like this move, Andrea? Can you imagine and envision Aaron Rodgers playing in the Steel City wearing the black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow? I think it's a good match, man. For 1 or 2 years, they need it. But now he's got to figure out, all right, do I come out of my darkness retreat and let everyone know? Is there white smoke or dark smoke? Like he's the freaking Pope or something? What are we going to know about Aaron Rodgers? And is he going to Pittsburgh?
The Cardinals are waiting by to judge whether or not he will be anointed as their quarterback. I love this fit in terms of like a skill position, I would say fit. And also considering that the fact that this is a very good defensive team.
You talk about with DK and GP, George Pickens. Yep.
Yeah, well, yes, the wide receivers are very good. DK, George Pickens, very good. Obviously, you have people who are wide catch radius, downfield throwers. You also have Freiermuth, who's a very good weapon on the inside, so it allows a lot of versatility with that offense. We'll see what they do with the running back position because I feel like they could probably draft somebody in addition to Najee Harris to get some more change of pace going. I wonder, though, obviously you have the good defense too as well. TJ Watt anchors you, so you'll always be in at least the playoff picture. I wonder if that offensive line is enough. That's my biggest thing because with Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately, he would be able to make a lot of those throws, and I think Arthur Smith can create a good offense to where, like, he isn't trying to do everything in the world. He doesn't have to make the hardest throws. We can set up some easy middle-of-the-field stuff. Aaron Rodgers can complete that, but will you have the offensive line to where, if that interior pressure gets to you, you can't move like you used to, Aaron. You used to be able to run all over the place, scramble, Jill, not as much anymore. And that's a big thing that this Steelers offensive line, they were okay at, but I think he needs a good one, not just an okay offensive line, a good one in order to be the Aaron Rodgers of old, especially coming off that Achilles injury. It hurts that he's so older. It hurts that that offensive line isn't the best, but with all those skill positions and of course having that defense, like I said, a lot of good things are there. It's just, Aaron, you're going to have to work out and make sure that you fit for this offseason unless they go ahead and shore up that offensive line.
JG, is this a good fit? And it looks like he may have gotten a little bit better. It looks like he's improved from the ACL. It takes a little bit of a time, but he was moving around a little bit better. Look, he's going to be 41. He can't be beaten up. That offensive line needs to produce. But I think for 1 year, yeah, I'm okay with it.
I think from his perspective, like, he would love to be in Pittsburgh. I don't really see any other fits outside of Pittsburgh now. The way that things shook, just
Giants,
some trades,
Giants,
and the only other option on this whole, I guess, all 32 would be the Giants. Or
yeah, Tennessee maybe,
maybe Tennessee,
Browns or Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah, like those are like the final 3 or 4.
Right.
So from his perspective, like, he gets to have George Pickens and he gets DK Metcalf, like absolutely 100%, and he gets a very good defense, obviously, and a winning coach. Like he's like, all right, if I can have that, like that's a great situation.
Then why are we waiting? He's not the Pope. I don't need to see light smoke or dark smoke, white smoke or dark smoke.
No.
Just pick Pittsburgh, dude.
No.
Tomlin's a great coach. Just go there, bro.
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. I think that they're going to stick with Russ. To be honest, like I think the move with DK Metcalf has solidified that, just because they were prior teammates
Seattle,
and they have a really good rapport. Mm-hmm. So I think that they will really wind up with Russ. And if not, I think that Aaron's going to jump all over this opportunity to sign with Pittsburgh like as fast as possible, right? Like, I mean, like we said, there's not very many options, but if he gets that option with Pittsburgh, he's all over it. And I do think that they'll be able to win a lot of football games with him. They're just going to have to find a new running back. I think Najee's going to the Chargers. I think I saw maybe an hour ago on my ride home from practice.
Okay.
Yep, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Rico Dowdle, maybe they go out and draft and get Ashton Genty in the first round as well. So let's see what they do at the running back position. But if they can solidify that plus the offensive line, their offense is going to be very good.
Yeah, I look at Pittsburgh, and I was talking to Kevin about this. You look at a team that's been very Consistent. Mike Tomlin. By the way, Bronco has a lead 7-0, folks. So the competitor here, the underdog, if you will, with the glasses, bottom right hand corner of the screen, he's got the lead. But OG2K, the 9-time champ, does have the ball, and near midfield, or approaching midfield, around the 42. He's down 7-0. Less than a minute to play here in the second quarter, down 7-0. Andrew, let me ask you this. If you're Aaron Rodgers, I understand you might want to take your time here. How much time can he take here? We're not going to be held hostage by Aaron Rodgers. No. We've seen this movie before. This I thought it was supposed to be done today. It's got to be done by Wednesday or Thursday at the latest.
Man.
If not, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm moving on.
Yeah, no, Aaron ain't got it like he used to. And also, too, you have to consider the fact that you already have two wide receivers that have some personalities in DK and George Pickens, and then you're adding Aaron Rodgers into that mix. Obviously, somebody like Mike Tomlin, he had to deal with AB, Ben Roethlisberger. I think Le'Veon got a bad rap, but people also throw Le'Veon in that mix, too. Like, he's a good manager of personalities. That's what a good coach does. But Aaron Rodgers, not only does he come with a lot of extracurriculars that sometimes like more traditional coaches that like Mike Tomlin might not be all the way into, but then also too, like you're getting up there, you're not the same person that you are. You're not going to be able to have as much leeway or as much leverage either. So decisions have to be made sooner rather than later. Maybe you can bank on somebody, unfortunately, ending their season early during training camp and being an emergency relief quarterback. But when your options are so limited, you have to strike while the iron is hot. Aaron, get this done as soon as possible for your own sake, please.
All right. Speaking of getting it done, that's OG2K, the 9-time champ, scores. He's an extra point away from tying this up. Real quickly, when do you think we know? And what's the final prediction? You think he goes to Pittsburgh? I think so. I think he goes to Pittsburgh. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. If he doesn't go to Pittsburgh, I don't know if he wants to win. Yeah. JG, where does he go?
Tennessee.
Wow, that'd be crazy, bro.
Ew,
that'd be crazy.
That is offensive line. He's gonna die again, guys.
Nah, that's mildew, bro. That's mildew.
Pittsburgh's gonna bring back Russ. Tomlin likes having consistency over the years, and like he hasn't been able to solidify that with quarterback. Like he had Kenny Pickett for a few years. I mean, obviously they got.
Yeah, but weren't there reports that said that they liked? Remember, they were leaning toward, they were going to bring either Russ or Justin Fields back. And then last week, the report was they're leaning towards Justin. So maybe Justin decided to go to the Jets, but they seemed like they were going to pick Justin over Russ.
Yeah, well, the money. Look at the money that Justin just got. He just got 2 years, 40 with 30 mil guaranteed. So, like,
yeah, we're going to talk about that.
For his standpoint, like, there's no shot Pittsburgh was going to match that. Especially with them just giving him 10 mil last year and like them saying, I mean, I thought he played very good football, but them saying like, hey, like actually we're gonna go with Russ, even though what was he? He was like 5-2 with them or something like that, 6-2 maybe, like really good record.
Oh, he started 6-1. He started 6-1, but then they lose like the last 5.
Yeah, the last
with Russ,
the last
5,
games he left.
last 4, and then the playoff game, so 5 in a row.
So, like, the fact that they did that to him, like, they probably left a bad taste in his mouth. Plus, he's getting that much money and a brand new opportunity with the Jets, who have some really good pieces at running back and wide receiver. I could imagine that the money was talking a little bit as well as, like, the opportunity. So, I think that they said maybe, like, all right, let's see what Justin will do with 10 mil. I don't know if they laid out an offer with Russ yet, but I can't imagine them giving Russ very much. Honestly, and I don't think Russ really wants a lot. Like, Russ has made a lot of money and has won a lot of football games. I think he's really ready to just take the next step and see if he can get another Super Bowl. Like, he's a big competitor, right? So, like,
I can see Russ doing something around 10 million, 10 to 15 million, like Daniel Jones got 1 year 14 to come compete in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, if Daniel got 14, I think Russ is probably definitely a 25.
He's worth more.
To be honest, 20 to 25.
I'd be surprised if he gets 25, bro. What did he play last year? It was like a couple $1 million, few million, less than 5, something like that.
Yeah, but that
year.
was like buyout, right?
Yeah.
But he was still making his money. But
from Denver,
like, he doesn't really. I don't think that he's looking at it from the standpoint of, like, he wants to make a lot of money. Like, I think that he wants to solidify his legacy and really win a lot of games. Like, I think that's really just been his point of emphasis. And as a person, I know him obviously personally. Like, I think that he wants to win and he wants to be at that level with a team that could take him there. And
sure.
I mean, at this point, like, I probably can imagine him doing it for free because he loves football so much. So
real quick,
you don't have to worry about the money situation when your girlfriend. So,
she's
like,
doing all right.
You're good with that.
She's doing all right. Absolutely. All right. So we'll see about Aaron Rodgers, and hopefully, like I said, we'll get some light smoke or white smoke or dark smoke here in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, that second quarter. And we got a 7-6 ball game here. The 9-time champ, top right-hand corner of your screen, OG2K playing with the Ravens, gets the ball to start the second half. And this could be the difference in the game. We talk about all the time that daily double, man. Double them up, score at the end of a half, and score at the beginning of a half. Those are crucial possessions there. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. You can check them out online, aguiladoradorestaurant.com. You're talking about an authentic Mexican restaurant there, man. Great vibes, great atmosphere there at that restaurant there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Great drinks. The libations are always flowing. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. They're located in Bayonne, right there on Broad Street, right in the heart of Midtown Broadway and Bayonne there. They got the patio. They got the mariachi shows on Tuesdays. We've seen that. DJs all the time on the weekends. Latin nights on Saturdays. Check them out online, aguiladoradorestaurant.com. The Golden Eagle that has landed, El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. All right, we're back here live at River City Gaming here in Rahway, New Jersey, right near downtown Rahway, New Jersey, right in the heart of downtown New Jersey, Rahway, New Jersey, on Main Street. Check them out here, man. Huge gaming center, open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, noon to midnight, Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 2 a.m. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, Madden NFL, CFB League, 2K Association. Also got my brother right below me, bottom left-hand corner right there in the middle. Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee quarterback and quarterback in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. Andrea Richmond to the right. Piece up, A down. She's in the A town. If you're looking for her, that's where you can find her. You can find her in the A. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen there, at the very bottom, is Bronco. Playing with the Chiefs. He's on defense, has a 1-point lead over the 9-time champ, and that is OG2K, bottom left-hand corner of your screen at the very bottom. He's playing with the Ravens. Can he skate? He cannot. Derrick Henry, though, gets into the red zone, down by a point. Now he's in field goal range, should be able to take the lead here if he doesn't turn it over. All right, guys, back to the National Football League with this free agency and the window wide open. And it was, how about Justin Fields, guys? Oh, look at the touchdown there from King Henry. Let's get back, talk about Justin Fields. So, how about Justin Fields? Living his best life. Was over in Dubai, had a picture of a nice little latte, was at looks like a restaurant with some other NFL players. They were celebrating. He's got a lot to celebrate, man. He's going from Pittsburgh to the Jets, so taking flight literally. He's going to have to take his butt back here, take a flight back here west to get back to the United States, man. But he gets a 2-year deal, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed, so he's going to play for the Jets. That's a good situation for him. I like this for Justin Fields, just to hook up with this college teammate there with Garrett Wilson. How much better does this make the Jets? Are they a playoff team or, like what I'm thinking, 6-7 wins? I don't know if they're a playoff team. I doubt it. Your thoughts here, Jarrett Guarantano, the former quarterback?
I think that this was probably the best case scenario for Justin, right? Like, he's going to a team that needs a QB1, and they have an absolute new front office as well as coaching staff. So from his standpoint, like, he's going to a breath of fresh air. Obviously, we know the New York Jets and the New York media, so I don't know how much fresh air that will be because of some of the past stuff. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for them to get on the right foot with everything. But from his standpoint, his outlook, I think that this is an amazing opportunity. It's another chance at reviving his career. Obviously, he's getting starter paid money, so he'll have minimally a year or two to show what he could do. And listen, who knows what the Jets could do? I mean, last year was kind of a down year, but they had a great roster. They just weren't able to put the games together. They have a brand new head coach that's a very, very good coach. So we'll see what they can do. I mean, the culture change with everything implemented. I think that this is a very good decision by them, right? We talked a couple of weeks ago seeing like what they could do at quarterback. I thought that this was one of the best, honestly, QB prospects out of all the free agents, him and Sam Darnold. But all in all, I think the Jets are trending upwards with this decision.
We've been saying that since 1968, my friend.
Bringing young and new though. They could have, they could have followed that same trend and brought in another. I don't want to say older quarterback, but Aaron's 40. They could have sat there and said, you know what, let's go with Russ, who's I think 37, or Geno Smith, who's also a little bit older. But they said, let's go younger. Let's go with somebody that we can develop and see if he can grow into the quarterback. I mean, I know they tried with Zach Wilson a couple years ago. Listen, I understand, same draft class, but this might be another step forward for them with being able to say, all right,
9 QBs in the last 3 years, bro. 9 quarterbacks in the last 3 years.
That's a lot.
That's the problem.
I probably could name them all on one hand.
It's the only team I think is worse is Cleveland, right? You go back to since my boy Kelly Holcomb was there, they've had like 30-something quarterbacks since 1999.
40. I think since 99-40.
That's sick.
Terrible.
That's gross. Your thoughts here, Andrea? Are your Jets a playoff team?
No. Wait, hold on. Like, I love JG's, like, oh man, like being optimistic and like, oh, this is a turn in the right direction.
Aaron Glenn being the new coach. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say Glenn being our head coach, that's optimistic. We love that head coach, obviously coming from the Detroit Lions. Good respect. Good record coming from there.
Hell, you guys loved Rich Kotite too. We're not going to get into all that.
We love defensive coaches.
You love any new coach, right?
We love defensive coaches from successful organizations, and then when they come here, then they're not successful. And Justin,
you guys probably loved Adam Gates too until you saw his eyes at the press conference. Now you love every coach. Win some games.
Why are you looking at me like that with them big old eyes? Okay, but I love this for Justin as a person. Justin, like, high regards coming out the draft. Unfortunately, went to the Bears. I had a new start at, Pittsburgh. And unfortunately, he played okay, but there was a veteran that was more proven behind him.
I thought he played really well. It was 4-2. I thought the schedule was a little soft, but 5 picks, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick.
I mean, we're in the AFC.
He was there
too, so it's not the worst place to be in to probably get some momentum going. But I'm just tired of meh. Like, this is a quarterback, and I hope that he does well, and I hope for him as a person he does well. But like, am I extremely optimistic of it? Do I feel sincerely that he's going to change the team, especially considering the fact that Garrett Wilson is the only wide receiver that I feel moves us on the roster anymore? Like, it's just And I'm hoping that he's good. And hopefully with Garrett, he can find a way. But it's just and more and I want some excitement. So I'm hoping.
There he was at a Dubai restaurant right there. That was it.
That's super exciting, right? You bring some energy over here, Justin. We're all good. We're ready to go, right? But does this move me? Hopefully he proves some people
It doesn't. If you keep asking yourself, you've asked yourself this question like 3 times since we've been talking. You're not moved. You keep saying you're not moved. No,
I'm not moved.
You do not sound like a woman that's been moved. No,
this is not moving. It's not getting me jumping into the club. I'm not excited. I'm not putting on a cheese head hat. I'm not breakdancing. I'm like, we got our next guy, but maybe he can do it. I'm just trying to talk myself into options, guys. We don't have that.
They need more pieces.
Okay, just like Say good words again, Jarrett. Like Larry, make me feel good, please, because I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
There's some things needed. They need another wide receiver.
Yeah.
Maybe two, like for sure. Like maybe they go out and draft the wide receiver from Arizona. That would probably be a really.
Oh, that kid's nasty. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they have a really good run game. And you implement some different things with Justin's run game stuff and Breece Hall. Who knows? Like maybe they get something going and they're able to kind of get the offense rolling a little bit. Obviously, the defense is going to be better and better. I mean, I don't know. Robert Saleh was a dang good defensive coach, so who knows how much Aaron Glenn could do to the defense. But it just seems like the cast of characters with the Jets, right? I don't think it was as much on the field. I think there was like a lot of things off the field, and like there was different personas and different feelings in the within the organization that kind of just didn't really mesh well on the field. So we'll see, right? I mean, I would like to say like this is a good move. Like, the other best move was bringing Sammy D back to New Jersey, but I don't really think that he would want to do that for his career. But I'm not mad at it. It was either this or drafting a quarterback.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess
of the options, it was fine. And I will say one more thing. I will say, like, for as long as we've had a great defensive philosophy and a defensive head coach, like for us to finally have somebody who's athletic and mobile along with some good runners, I think that's a great formula for success. So I feel like we're finally meshing in that regard. Strong defense, strong run game.
He's gonna need his legs because he doesn't have any. Well, and not only that, he doesn't have any like real receivers or anything else like that, any targets out there. Real quickly, ask both of you guys, is he consistent enough to receive all this praise? Like, I'm kind of like a little miffed by some of the Justin Fields stuff. I think he's got great ability. I don't know if I've seen him put it together though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see him be consistent enough. Like, okay, is he a starter in this league?
I mean,
probably, but I'd like to see more, you know?
Yeah,
he's not consistent enough, but his situations have never been consistent either.
Yeah,
so, like, this is the first time he's actually...
Is he a top-end guy? Like, top half of the league?
No, he's definitely he's definitely a starter in the league for sure. I think the biggest thing with Justin is they need an offense to be implemented that tailors to his game.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had that his whole career. Like even Pittsburgh, the offense wasn't really tailored to his game. He's coming to an organization. Obviously, it's going to be a whole new everything with new offensive coordinator, new quarterback coach, everything. They need to tailor to his game and trust and believe in their young quarterback to make it a little bit easier on him. Understand what he likes progression-wise. Understand what he likes formationally. Understand how he sees the game. If he sees it more one-high, two-high reads, if it's pure progression reads. Like, they need to tailor to what he does best. And I think that a lot of people would be very surprised at his talents and abilities. I mean, everybody knows how talented of a runner he is, for sure. Like,
once again, does he have the weapons in New York with Gang Green? That's the problem. I don't know.
And you need to, and listen, and you know, like we talk about, the biggest thing with quarterbacks and head coaches is the time. Like, are they going to give him enough time to?
That's fair.
Become who he could be. He's still 25, 26. It's still young.
Fair enough.
2 years is nothing.
Fair enough. Real quick, board,
how
10 seconds.
Were we throwing away Bryce Young, or how quickly was Geno Smith thrown away? And it seems like they're playing very well. So, you know, things to consider. Yeah,
and Sam Darnold, we're going to talk about him now. That third quarter brought to you by, and we got a 12-7 ball game. OG2K scored again. Another missed extra point, so he's down by 5, but he does have the ball here. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Polanto Bakery. You can check them out in Bayonne as well. Their address is 387 on Broadway in Bayonne, New Jersey. Give them a call on the phone as well. Polanto Bakery, 201-339-9001. That's 201-339-9001. Folks, you got to go there and taste their delicious pastries. Look at that stuff right there, man. I love the carrot cake. They've got a lot of great desserts there. They've been in Bayonne for over 20 years. They've been serving the area there. And they've got the finest cakes, pastries, cookies. They even have cannolis. And all the cupcakes as well. Everything that you want, man. All the sweets and the treats there. Beautiful bakery there. Serving Bayonne for over 20 years. Polanto Bakery, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 387 Broadway. Give them a call, 201-339-9001. We're back here live here at River City Gaming here in Rahway, New Jersey. Guys, let's go ahead and get to this real quickly. Seahawks and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold played last year with the Vikings, had a really good year. They won 14 games. Last couple of games, a little iffy there. but a really strong year. He gets a 3-year deal worth about $110 million, $55 million guaranteed. I think that's a fair number. He lit it up last year. It's a QB needy league and QB needy sport. Somewhere around 30, 35 million. I'm okay with that. It's about the ceiling there. Your thoughts here going to the Seahawks. Less talent than he had with Minnesota, that's for sure. They're not going to win 14 games next year, JG.
I think that price point too for Sam was a great price point. He had one really, really good year.
Yep.
Right. Like, I mean, I don't know if you could truly say proven, right? Like, I think that he had an amazing year, but as a proven quarterback, you can't sit there and say, has he proved it? That's kind of like the summary of his career. Who knows? You look at Daniel Jones, did he prove it? He had one really good year and they paid him 40. So I was
about to say 40 plus, yeah.
Who knows? So I think that price point is really good. The Seahawks situation, they need a lot of help on their offensive line play. Obviously, they just got rid of their 2 best receivers. They have Njigba.
2 or 3. They still got a Jiggle, yeah. Yep.
Yep. They're still losing a lot of productivity. Brand new quarterback coming in. A lot of changes. It's going to be tough for Sam for sure. I hope that they obviously give him, like, they just don't expect a lot, right? They got to give him time. It's a completely new situation. Not as good of talent around him. I think for him being able to get out of Minnesota was probably a good thing because everybody's probably going to be sitting there like JJ McCarthy time. So like him being able to not have to deal with that anymore and play his game and be free as his career goes on, great decision. For the Seahawks, I think another great decision, right? Being able to get that price point and having a 27-year-old quarterback that just played, he probably had one of the best years. I mean, probably the top 6 or 7 quarterbacks in the NFL this past year. I think that this was a good decision by them. Obviously, Geno's a little bit older, right? Not that Geno's not any worse or any better, but you look at it from a futuristic standpoint, I think that Sam Darnold could be your answer in the future at 27.
Right. Boards, were you surprised that Seattle moved on from Geno? Was this a money thing? Real quickly, in about 30 seconds, do you think Geno wanted too much money? They're like, all right, we're out?
This is a reset thing because anything else doesn't make any other sense. Like you're having a fire sale, right? You're getting rid of DK. You're getting rid of pieces of your offensive line. You're getting rid of Lockett. You're getting rid of like some defensive line talent. This is a reset, and going with a cheap quarterback in response to that is fine. I'm just, for Seahawks fans, shout out to our guy Doran, who's like, hey man, this is it.
Gosh.
And, like, Sam is so much better.
Man.
Sam, if you thought that Geno Smith was struggling behind that offensive line, let me tell you, Sam Darnold was behind the second best offensive line in the Vikings last year. And
Bronco just took the lead real quickly, trying to pull off the upset, but he left 40 seconds left on the clock, less than 50. So he's up by 1. He's probably got to go for 2 here, right? He's up by 1 point.
Have to go for Andrew. 2 right here. But like, if you think that this is going to be grass is greener pick, probably not. This is a reset. Try to get your team together. Oh, I need a cheaper quarterback, a younger quarterback, not I'm getting a better quarterback. I feel a lot of people doubted the way that Geno was playing last year. He made the most of a bad offensive line, and I think that Sam Darnold.
Bronco gets the 2-point conversion. Go ahead. He's up by 3. Still about 40 seconds left. It's going to be interesting.
Sam Darnold is more pressure sensitive, and because of that, there are going to be a lot of growing pains. But this allows them to get some more picks, to reset, get some more offensive lines. And, I don't think Sam Darnold's going to light it up. I think this is a rebuilding year, but good for him for getting money. But dang, man, if he just played a little bit better towards the end of the year, how much more money could he get? That kind of stings for Sam a little bit,
What's the outlook for Sam Darnold and the Vikings and the Seahawks next year? The 12s out there, 5 wins.
Yeah, 4 or 5 wins. I'm not 6 wins at max. I'm not buying a lot. You lost all your talent, and you're going behind an offensive line that isn't.
Then how good is he? Good is he? That's the question. If you bring in a quarterback and you're thinking, oh, we'll win 4 or 5 games, like, then he's not really that good. He's not high end.
I don't want to seem like a Sam Darnold hater, but when I say that he made some of the best throws that I've seen last year, but unfortunately him under pressure is still a big thing. And I think that's why if you're a Seahawks fan, you can't say this is going to be better because that's a way worse offensive line. So good luck, man.
JG, win total for the Seahawks next year. What's your over-under for Seattle? I said it at 5.
I think that they'll get to 7. I think that they had a lot of issues.
Okay.
I mean, they had obviously offensive line issues, but they also had Kenneth Walker, one of the best running backs in the NFL, like being really banged up all last year. Obviously, they had some stuff with DK going up and down with injuries. So, like, I think some key added pieces, they're going to obviously need to do some things on draft day. They got more picks, but they're going to need some vets to come in and obviously solidify. But I think if that they can keep some guys healthy and be able to implement their defense with McDonald as their head coach, I think that they can get to 7 or 8.
That'd be interesting. And that'd be a hell of a year for the Seahawks if they can get 7 or 8 wins right there and be playing meaningful games in playoff contention in December and after Thanksgiving going into Christmas break. That would be really nice for the good folks out there in the Pacific Northwest near the Puget Sound out there near Range City. All right, real quickly, I'll get your thoughts here on Myles Garrett. We saw that. We saw Josh Allen become the NFL's highest paid player ever as far as guarantees. Myles Garrett, highest paid non-quarterback ever. So a really big deal for Myles Garrett. He's got that feather in his cap. Remember, said he wanted to be traded. I want to go play for, a winner, a Super Bowl contender. Hey, man, the GM was like, unmovable. That's what he is. We're not moving him. So they were serious about that. Then he was like, hey, let me go talk to the owner, Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam said, no, go talk to the front office. And then we hear about him. He's happy. So look, man, money talks and BS runs a marathon. He got his money. What is it? $40 million a year, 4 years, about $160 there. $100 million in the first 3 years. Hey, so Cleveland's not bad, huh? So that road from Cleveland to Canton is still on. Your team ain't no good, but you're winning in life, buddy. So what are your thoughts about that, JG? Myles Garrett, my buddy's winning.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you could say no to $40 million a year. So, I mean, by all regards, like, obviously he wants to be on a winning team, cement his legacy, win a Super Bowl. But as a defensive end, making $40 million a year, like,
that's crazy. It's insane.
You
Max Crosby got like what, 35, 36, and he just topped it like a couple days later.
Like, so yeah. So I mean, from that outlook, like, $40 million for a defensive end, like, the cap is absolutely insane. Like, I wonder what it's going to be 4 years, 5 years from now. But from his outlook, right, money talks, like you just said. Can't do anything with it. Got to just accept the fact that you're going to be a Brown. Like, that's it. I mean, you're going to be comfortable, though. Hey, listen, $160 million, you'll be really comfortable in your life for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens just tied it up, so OG2K tied up the score. We're tied at 15. How much time left? 10 seconds? Less than 10? 8 seconds left there. Go ahead, Board, your thoughts here. Looks like we're going to head into overtime here.
Look what money make a person do, baby.
Ooh,
I mean,
you know what money make it do? It make it do what it do.
And bands will make them dance, all right? I know that. I'm from Atlanta. I know that, okay? And shout out to him. I'm always excited when non-quarterbacks finally get their worth pay. I feel like there are premier running backs and premier edge rushers that unfortunately are a little bit like maxed out and capped out in terms of how much money that they can get. And for Myles Garrett to get this one when he's such a difference maker, like, of all the players outside the quarterback position and tackle position, he is one of them that you can absolutely say makes a ton of difference every time he steps onto the field. Remember 2 years ago, he and of course I can't remember the Clowney when they were on the offense.
Yeah, Jadeveon, yep.
They were basically the reason why Cleveland was still in this race and honestly could have gotten a playoff berth. So having somebody like that anchor on your defense, they're going to have some quarterback woes. And who knows, maybe they're able to draft Shador or who else in the draft, maybe even get Cam Ward if something happens. But having a defensive player of the year, perennial one on your offensive line is always good, especially think of all those quarterbacks in that division as well. Joe Burrow, who knows, either Aaron Rodgers or somebody like Russ and Lamar Jackson. You need to have a premier edge rusher. I love to see it.
All right, so we are in overtime. This thing is tied up at 15. AFC Championship game, folks. It's been a good one. Bronco had the lead. OG2K was able to tie it up in the closing seconds with 8 seconds left. We're now into overtime, and Bronco will get the ball first here. We'll see what he does. A touchdown, and I think it's over, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, right? A field goal, and OG2K will get a chance to answer there. Get your thoughts here, Jarrett. Jay Jeezy off the Heezy for Sheezy. Is it that simple, man? Money just changes everything for Myles Garrett, huh?
So tough. Like, they're just setting records at positions outside of the quarterback position. So, like, for the fact that they're making that much money, like, for guys to have that opportunity with money like that on the table, how do you say no to that? Like, this is record-setting money. Like, this is like money that people in these other positions have never seen ever. So, like, the fact that they were willing to give him that, who knows? I mean, what'd you say, Max Crosby got like 35, 36, right? Like,
yeah, like 35 and a half, 36 and a half, somewhere around there, yeah.
Do I think other teams would have definitely offered him that? Yes. At the same time, he's just 29. Who knows how many more years? He's kind of been banged up the past couple. But
he's got at least 2, 3, 4 years left. He gets him to like 32, 33, I think he'd be fine. Then that's staying the $40 million a year. But he's got 2 or 3 good years left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but from his standpoint, like, he's 29. Who knows how many more years left? He has to get the money now while he could. 160 for a defensive end? Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. No matter what team. I mean, obviously, he wants to go play for the Eagles. He probably wants to go play for San Fran or whatever it is. But the fact that he's staying with one team for his whole career and making that money, that's a pretty dope legacy to have.
It is a dope legacy, but it was the talk of I want to play for a contender, a winner. I want to play for a Super Bowl caliber team. They're a long way away from that. They don't even have a quarterback right now.
Well, let's be honest, right?
The record's right. DTR is gone too, right? Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Traded.
They literally
make a deal.
And Deshaun Watson had his second ACL surgery. So, like, they don't even have a quarterback literally right now on the roster.
Until Shador steps into that building, man.
Yep.
You know,
because everywhere he goes, they won. That's what he said, right? Everywhere he goes.
Come on. And he practices on the Browns team a lot. I'll tell you that, okay? So maybe
he plays with the Browns at Madden.
Conspiring. He's already picking, okay, I need this one, all right? GM prime time, baby prime time on the map right here, on the clock. If things absolutely go grim, right? Like, the Browns still can't find a way. The Browns consistently brown. Whoever they draft at quarterback.
Browns go brown.
Yeah, no. Jets go jet, Brown go brown, right? And if they continue to do that, then guess what? Myles Garrett, with the money in his hand, with his pockets still full, can still be like, you know what? I actually still do want that trade, in a couple of years, right? And because of that, like, the cap will have grown, more teams can acquire it, and more teams can take that risk of getting him on. So it's a game winner for Garrett, and it's a game winner for who else? For OG, baby.
OG2K. Did he just walk it off?
He walked it off with a field goal.
Game winning field goal. So what? He got to stop. He got to stop, right? Mm-hmm. He got to stop.
A big stop.
That
Wow.
was a heck of a game.
That was a heck of a game there. So Myles Garrett gonna stay a Cleveland Brown. Gets to lay his head on $160 million. 4 years, $40 million guaranteed, the highest paid non-QB in the history of the National Football League.
People, y'all. Hide the money.
Was that Dave Chappelle? Yeah, it was.
Shut up.
Yeah. Speaking of shout out to OG2K, he moves on. And that fourth quarter brought to you by good friends at Jerky's, and we'll be there on Thursday talking about some NBA 2K Association. Check them out online, jerkysnj.com. They're located in Elizabeth on 11 Broad Street, man. And folks, it's time to level up your game, man. You're talking about Caribbean fusion, right? Jamaican and Haitian fusion. They got everything you want, man. The chopped cheese, they got the oxtails, they got the jerk chicken, the Rasta pasta. I like the Rasta pasta fries. They got the grill. It's all there. Folks, I'm telling you now, man, those flavors, it is just awesome. They collide. It's a beautiful thing there with the Caribbean fusion, and these flavors hit harder than a game-winning touchdown. Check them out online, jerkysnj.com, or go and visit them at the store in Elizabeth, New Jersey. We'll be there Thursday night. All right, so OG2K, he moves on. He is the winner and going to play for an opportunity to get 10 zip shares. JG was a close one, and he's had a few close ones here and there, but man, he showed his mettle there, JG's.
10 of them things. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever seen somebody play OG as close as Bronco just did. So that was a really good game. Obviously, I mean, that goal line stand by Bronco in the fourth quarter was awesome. Being able to get them going into overtime. Really, really good game. Obviously, OG has all types of experience with this Madden stuff, so he's been in every single situation. Going in overtime, being able to get that fourth down stop was money. Great game. Excited to see who's next and see if OG can get this thing rolling for 10 of them.
Well, yeah, we're going to have a new sort of format coming up in the next couple of weeks where it's going to be matchups, and basically the winner stays on the sticks. So it's going to be interesting to see if someone can get them off those sticks with the money games we got coming up. But right now, speaking of money, she's been money the entire time. She's the third member of our broadcast crew. She is Andrea Richmond. You can find her in the A if you're looking for her. She's standing by with OG2K, 1 away from 10 straight dubs. Take it away, Andrea.
Hey man, if I'm money, you must be gold, OG2K, because right now, every single time, regardless, people try to put your diamond test, and guess what? You have close calls, you have farm burners down to the wires, you still get over the hump. But in this game, I feel like you were more conservative than you usually are, right? And do you feel, I know we probably don't have a lot of time to get into multiple questions, so if there's one thing I can ask you, do you feel like you sitting on the ball that much, playing a little bit more conservative, not getting to your RPO passing game was a big factor in why Bronco kept it close? And in hindsight, do you feel like you probably would have pushed that ball a little bit more, or was his defense just that good you just weren't going to test it?
So he chewed out the whole first half, and even though I did like score the touchdown before the half, like I didn't have like it's kind of weird to say it, but like I wasn't able to get like my one mistake out of the way. So it ended up happening in like a bad time, and I was just, I don't know, I just put something together on defense to secure the win.
Yeah. And obviously you're leaning into that running game. Was that because of the fact that he was milking out the clock too, so milk for milk, or just leaning on the strength of the Baltimore Ravens and Derrick Henry?
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry is the best running back in Madden right now, so I just wanted to like chew it out, but I wasn't paying attention to like the down and distance, so I ended up running it on like 3rd and 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just gotta pay better attention when I'm using a team like the Ravens.
Hey man, you can make mistakes and somehow you still make it away. Like I said, you have the Midas touch. Every game you touch, you end up with the gold, and hopefully you end up with the goal, a 10 of them things. But somebody who's always getting the gold, like they're in the Olympics or something. We're gonna throw it back to Larry and Jarrett. Guarantano. Wrap it up.
Jarrett Guarantano, green for the money, gold for the honeys. I'm going to get OG out of here, man. We'll talk to him next week a little more in depth. Want to get out of here since we ran over a little late, man. But congratulations, JG. You're going to be playing, not JG, OG. OGZ going to be playing for a 10th championship. Real quickly before we get out of here, folks, if you want to join our Madden League, you can catch us online. Do it right now. It's free 99, so free entry, ages 13 and up. You can win cash and other prizes. Join us now, competeforever.com/Madden League. Once again, online, competeforever.com/Madden League. And before we get out of here, that post-game show, a real quick post-game show brought to you by our good friends right here at River City Gaming, gamewithrc.com, man. You can check them out online. Got everything that you want here, man. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, from noon to midnight, and Fridays and Saturdays noon to 2 a.m. man. Huge gaming center, got snacks and everything, got different levels, different tiers, everything that you want, man. You can play in the morning, midday, at night, all day, doesn't matter. They got everything that you want, man. Sports games, video games, VR, PCs, it's all right here. GameWithRC.com, River City Gaming, and the good folks here in Rahway, New Jersey, right on Main Street in the heart of downtown Rahway, New Jersey. All right, before we get out of here, guys, I just want to thank everybody here for OG2K, going for 10 titles. Next Tuesday, we'll check them out and we'll be watching then. Guys, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a really good show, man. We'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll be live from Jerky's in Elizabeth, man. Until then, take care of yourselves. We'll be talking about the NBA and the 2K Association on Thursday, guys. Have a great couple of days. We'll see you. So long. Here live from Rivers City Gaming in Rahway, New Jersey. Bye-bye, guys. Be good.